What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I hope you had a wonderful week. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about yoga and what it means to me. And then I also want to debunk a few false expectations that so many of us put on ourselves when coming into our first yoga class or sitting down for our first maybe at-home yoga practice. So for me, yoga is a moving meditation. It's all about connecting my breath with my body and my movements, allowing that to just naturally take me away from and out of my crazy running mind, getting deeper connected to my true inner self, and just finding what feels good in my practice. Just listening to my body and doing what it needs that day. I am a student as well as a teacher of yoga, and in the classes that I teach, I always emphasize letting your practice obviously be a vehicle to deeper flexibility and stronger physical ability or physical strength, but to really focus on letting it be a practice and an expression of self-love, self-acceptance, learning contentment, practicing non-judgment, and mindfulness, most importantly. So through yoga, we're giving ourselves the gift of self-love by just allowing ourselves to get what we need in order to properly heal, just from our daily, everyday tasks that we have to do, as well as learning contentment with where we are on our journey on the mat and in our everyday lives, learning not to compare ourselves to anybody else in the room, practicing non-judgment, especially towards ourselves, really not comparing your first day on your journey to somebody else's middle of their journey. They once were where you are today. Just like anything in life, you gotta start somewhere and you gotta be okay every step of the way, just feeling that contentment and giving yourself permission to mess up sometimes. It's okay. And lastly, just listening to your body, practicing mindfulness, and finding what feels good to you. So that may not always be exactly the way that the yoga instructor tells you to do it. If it doesn't jive with your body and your joint configuration, the way that your wrist bends, the way that your elbows bend, whatever it may be, and I could go way deeper into this if I had tons of time to talk about it, but I would talk your ear off. But basically, if it doesn't jive with you and your body, then don't do it. Yoga is supposed to make you feel good, feel better. It's not supposed to make you feel pain, unless the stretch hurts so good, as we like to say it. And that brings me to debunking these false expectations that people have on themselves when they step into the yoga room or onto their mat. I have so many people that come up to me and tell me stories of how they want to take yoga, but they've taken it before and had a bad experience because it just didn't feel good, and this was the reason why. For example, I have a lady who said that when she goes in downward facing dog or her body is inverted in any way, she has a heart condition, and doing that makes her heart literally hurt. Like her whole chest will hurt for days after. And I just thought, why the heck would you go upside down then? Why would you ever do that? And it's because she thought, you know, you're not allowed to do any other pose. When the instructor's telling you to go in downward facing dog, you go in downward facing dog, because that's just what you're supposed to do, right? No, it's wrong. Do what feels good to you. I mean, don't go in there and do a completely different flowing sequence than the instructor's doing, but make adjustments as you need to make something jive with your body. So I gave her options, obviously, and I like to say I saved her. I saved her because now she still has her yoga practice to come back to every week, and that makes me happy because I know what benefits she's going to get from it. Just being mindful of her body and what she's able to do, what's available to her. There are so many different types of yoga out there. You need to find the one that works for you, do your research, and don't be afraid to try something new. Let that be your intention. If you start a new class or you're looking into a new class, just remain open-minded. It will have been an experience that you had, right? It's not going to do you any harm as long as you're listening to your body and doing what feels good, finding what feels good, right? So yeah, just a little recap. Yoga is about getting connected to your breath, your body, going deeper within. Use it as a moving meditation. Allow yourself to just do what your body needs to heal and to feel good. And then don't be afraid to make adjustments as you need to, okay? It is your practice and only your practice. Be content with where you are. Love yourself. Love your journey. And to end this video, I will conclude it the same way that we conclude every yoga practice or yoga class. And that is with the beautiful closing and honoring with the word namaste. Namaste means I honor the place in you where your beauty, your truth, your peace resides, as that place is also within me. And that is something that unites us and makes us one. I honor the place in you that your divine light resides, as it resides in me as well. So, namaste.